Hello, hello, hi everybody, hi everybody. How are they do? Welcome back. Welcome to another episode of the Tell It To Racheal show, the show where they talk about true life changing stories, give voice to the voiceless, creating awareness and an eye opener to issues where they affect to everyday lives. Today, let me bring the topic up. Today, we get very, very controversial topic as always. Things that way people don't want to talk about, but where they affect you deeply. These are the topics. These are the issues that we bring to everybody right now. So the topic is how long is too long after an engagement proposal? How long is too long? Well, I get people them, I get guests them today in the program where we get for tell we what their personal experience or their own idea shares and thoughts with me all for tell we some of the pros and cons of being in an engagement after proposal, how long. So I don't want to talk too much because these guests are going to bring it down today and we're going to talk about it and also maybe look at some of the things them how will they affect you, whether how long you can go in an engagement or how short you can go. So I get a couple of guests and answer where I will get to bring on and then go introduce themselves as I bring them on screen. Sheila, you can tell them your name and tell them what yourself quickly.
Hello, good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon,
I'm
everybody.
Sheila Fofanah.
I'm Sheila
I'm a
Fofanah.
wife, I'm a
I'm a
mother of
wife,
four,
a mother of four,
I'm a nurse, I'm a student,
nurse,
and I'm
a student.
also a minister.
Thank you very much, Sheila. And I go bring yes, Mike. Mike, you can tell them.
Alright,
I do.
Fambumina Mike, at this Seattle. Alright, me not the only, I think, male here
All right.
as a guest in the program. I'm very
Oh
happy to
yes,
be part
today
of the
they can
program.
bully you small.
Maswasi.
All right, thanks. Thank you very much, Mike. Thank you so much. And of course, I want to bring me co-host, Way
Hello, my
Francis.
friends. Good evening. How you know they do? It's good to see you.
Okay, once again, una welcome to the program. As always, una self get role for playing at this program. Una can share una thoughts, una send una comments, una make una contribution because una voice is equally very important on this platform. So I want to make we jump straight into the discussion when at the topic today, how long is too long after an engagement proposal? Of course, we know say we all some of we they go through them stuff here, some of we don't go through them stuff here, and we have personal experience with this, with with issues like this, and sometimes we don't hear it, we don't see from friends and families. So today we can open up, we can say it real now. So how long is it safe? The pros and cons. Well, I want to go quickly to get me co-host, make himself just rub more today before we reach to we guest them. Frances, what do you think about this topic?
I think for Rachel, a very, very important because reason being, I believe for saying how long is too long the engagement or proposal. People can do that for 4 5 years, 6 years, then still get engaged. Is it right? So I think it's very important to get today that the community as a whole, we are believers, there are much they all the man and go they have to
All right, thank you, Francis. I want to go straight to we they say ladies first, and this particular issue now ladies first. So I want to go to you, Sheila. Having looked at the topic today, when how long is too long after an engagement proposal. What in what do you think? What do you think about this topic? What do you think about that situation here where they go on personally now the lives of women? Because I believe say in that kind of situation there the woman the more are they affected. What do you think about the engagement proposal, the long term or short term?
For me, it goes two
For
ways.
me, it goes two ways.
Me believe say if you
Me believe
engage,
say
you not get for wait too long. If you want somebody and no say it go work for now, not to wait for tapan. Me not tapan me own because me meet a man way significantly older than me and me don't ready for marriage. So I meet him just 3 days work in this country and he proposed to me say he go marry me. Within 3 months, I be there in California with my sister, then go put scholar to me people there for me, now Portland, then go married me. I go now me host as early as 21, 22, very young, and I start from make me home. And I don't pay for 14 years. So me feel say if the person no say he wants you, he not get no any hide way depan or agenda way he depan. For me, I not feel say that way for too long.
All right, Sheila don't make a young comment, and I want to go to Myk. Myk, from the man perspective, because we don't see a lot of times where man they engage woman, then it can take so long. Sometimes and they begin even kind inside they then still they plan this engagement. What do you think say some can responsible because you're a man? What do you think say can responsible for some of them their lapses there, then time frame?
Well, me to look at them from a broader perspective. I look at them from a cultural background. I look at them from an economic background. I look at them from a social background. I even look at them from a spiritual context also. If we look at them all that picture, maybe we see a reason why. But if we look at a standard time for that you from engagement to marriage, I would say 1 year, 6 months is enough. 1 year, 6 months is enough. When you engage woman before you marry them. But there's also what a lot of um, um, consequences that we can call, we can happen. Say why some people they defer their marriages. Let's assume say when at this school, when they try for work on something, that could be a legitimate reason where you go get to you nosy friends them or families them where the pressure you say now reason this make you defer of marriage. Second, sometimes the man they jail or the woman they jail. Sometimes something happen on the way. There's a lot of reasons them way you give. But ideally, I go say 1 year, 6 months is enough because first of all, before you propose to somebody, you already don't think about marriage. If you don't already plan, if you don't already the pocket, if you don't know what's not the consequences you get into before you propose to the person. Because after proposal, now marriage. But it can also possible to say when you propose, something happened during the way. So the person sick, your partner sick, your significant other sick, or you get problem, economic conditions come inside, or sometimes the person they arrest them in the prison. That all can give a reason for let you postpone the marriage. Then from a broader context. If you take a look at it from an African context, in an African context, there is no definite time. I will put them that way. In fact, most times it's comfortability. People look at them at the end of the day. A lot of people that get into marriage from an African context, they're not getting into marriage really, really, really because they are going into marriage because that is sacrament of life. They are getting into marriage because that is what God wants. They are getting into marriage because they want to cement in relationship. No, a lot of people that get into marriage from African context now because they want security in the marriage. Then one for then they get into marriage because they feel say now the way they're gonna say that me get the man. That's all. So at the end of the day, the word way woman and why you from African context now waiting. Let her go to the family there. So most man them for we some man them not even care. So man they go to 5 woman family. It go lekolaya, 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 lekolaya. From the African context. Now in them situations and then you see say, then tell you say, oh, look at mommy, oh, now a man with now a woman with Isa too. But wait, in men girlfriend with Cecilia. Now, a man girlfriend with Bendu. Now, a man girlfriend with the society accepts that. So, if you look at it from a broader context, it depends on the situation, whose side would they come up from, the culture, whose side would they come up from, how acceptable it is, and other factors that will interplay. But generally, if I can answer your question in one sentence, I will tell you, say, 1 year, 6 months is enough for let you marry, for let you engage woman, and you marriage, and for let you treat other woman. That woman not to book for let you study, not to subject for let you study. 1 year, 6 months is enough for let you know if this is what you want and go ahead with it.
Frances, what do you think with regards to what Mike talk? Mike raised a very, very important point there,
Absolutely.
where at some point I agree with him. So what do you think of what Mike said?
I agree with Mike totally. I think I think we still to put a time frame. Like the reason why I said not to put a time frame, sometimes you engage somebody, and now you now don't go, you say, yes, I want to marry this person. I engage this woman. Then like something kind of the way, maybe financially, physically, maybe something out of the ordinary aspect. Maybe you go to somebody else to elect. I think we should put a time frame. The thousand they come up from, I think it's not for you and the traditional way after the time. You engage the woman today, you say, yeah. Because I was going to do Sierra Leone. You go to engagements today with all my people there, then the next day they married or the next week they married. I don't think you should put a time frame when it comes to engagements. Because if you say we put a time
Why?
frame, only a six
Why?
months,
Why you think so?
because reason being, if we say we dey put a time frame, they say, okay, let me engage this woman here. Then they marry the following week. Engage that week, they married, let me say, in 1 year time. That's how you engage somebody. You don't know the person first, and you don't plan yourself already for it like for marriage. If you don't plan yourself already, to me, that's already is them for marriage. I don't believe in engagement and for one. If you think you're not ready for marriage, me, now go engage me when you're not ready for marriage. You
Well,
know,
this
and
is well,
time frame.
Frances. Frances, you audio they coming a
I'm
little bit
telling you,
broken.
time frame.
Right. I just want to say that we get a back effect.
Yeah, I'll send you text. You know, when they come out. Yeah.
Okay,
So to me, if you not say
I make it.
somebody married me, not go engage me. I know once married they can't engage me for even 1 year. Just 1 year one. Before you they engage me, you engage me and then think about it for say I want marry this woman. Because we don't get a courtship, we don't go for a while, you don't understand me, you don't say I'm me you want for marriage to, and you make you engage me. But you're not gonna engage me when you actually engage me for 3 years, 1.5 year, even 6 months. I don't want that. Engage me, don't marry me. Don't engage me and put me like a
Well,
put me as put me like a everything. It's taken. But then
no,
yes,
no, but I come before I bring Sheila inside. I think say when you talk say time frame not for day.
mm-mm.
I think say time frame for day because if like you say if the man not prepare for marriage you first in the first
But
place,
not engage
he
me.
never go engage you.
Married me. Not
So
engage me.
within that engagement, say now they una two with I come within the engagements now they una two they arrange what's in the time frame within that engagement period. Una therefore arrange within at the time frame una begin plan for the wedding because it takes planning too. Person will engage you today, then in the next 1 month to say for marriage. It takes time, especially if you want to do a proper wedding. So that it takes time. I can understand when Mike say 1 year, 6 months. Well, okay, some people are 1 year at least. But the engagement today and married in a month time, it depends if now traditional marriage. That also can depend. But I understand what Mike they say.
I
But
say no
make I
time
just I
frame.
want to talk to Sheila.
No time frame. Don't put time on the engagement. If you not say you want to marry me, no, no, not engage me. Not engagement. You're not ready yet for marriage me. No time frame, Rachel, I disagree with that.
All right, and Sheila, what's your take on that?
Time frame. Not for the engagement. If you can't engage me, you don't know me, we don't dare, you don't decide, say, now this woman I want for day with. We be done they keep we self, we they watch we self, you don't know me bad, you don't know me war, you don't know how me belly don't for them, you don't know how I war not put to make up. You mind don't already make, you don't know say I able for make a family with this woman. I able for build an empire with this woman. When Sheila vex today, it go keep malice for 2 weeks. When vex today, it dey knock this wall. You don't sabi all that one day but Sheila before you come say you dey engage am. We know people them say not for engage for long. One thing we make them they say that anything can happen where one person in mind they wait here and say I don't want this woman again. And at that time they you don't can lock door for this woman. You don't can keep am 3 years. Other man they talk to herself, you know, look at this man. He don't make up his mind say this person I me don't deal with. All in chances the way he gets, he don't well. So tell the tell where you ready now or where the woman don't tire, in time don't well, you know waiting the woman don't begin feel say my biological clock don't begin tick as we as woman them. Another bad thing where they pan this thing where make where we they do am wrong as woman them. Now where last say me don't married, me paddy they not married yet. Then begin still Sheila don't married. He don't get one picking, he don't get two picking. The pressure don't begin build paddy. Hey bo, Sheila now we all be there school. He don't married, he don't settle down. I don't turn 35. I don't then carry away the way you rush. Then I see this self. The man where you dey go meet, now the wrong person. You know they come out fine. But when you meet somebody when no say I don't ready, he know wetin 2 plus 2 na 4. He sabi himself. Me not feel say delay for the pandis. Now that me feel. I not feel
All
say
right,
delay for the day. It don't dey different if
all
when
right.
una engage and something happen along the way. Like when Mike say
Along the
somebody
line,
falls
yes,
sick.
because
That's
myself agree
different.
with you.
Yes.
But you know, this thing about engagement, some people can be lucky because my colleague now, I think ask myself just right, say he engaged for 7 good years at the end before he married and he get a very happy family. So that's yeah now I don't know if I will say well it depends on how you build the relationship or the agreement or how una work amount because some also I don't know somebody whether engaged for 7 years and end up not forget married. So these are some of the things and the pros and cons. It depends how the relationship look like. Mike, you have for lot more side.
Well, I just to reiterate again. I already just mentioned that. Say, it depends on. There's a lot of factors that we come into that. Me not see any reason why you go engage for 7 years, not happen. No problem, no, they will not get any circumstances, will not get any financial challenge, will not get any distance challenge, will not work on anything. But comfortably, will not just date for 7 years, will not get married if we not able to afford them. I mean, it depends on how you accept that also. I believe, say, in we cultural settings, in we African cultural settings, where you engage woman, where you engage woman. Of course, you dey find out say your parents and seven and the pressure you. Who is
Yes.
married now? You know the friends and I get for tell you, Mama,
Yes.
who's telling dates to come out? Who's telling married now? So like I say, before you get into somebody in life, we get stages the way you take into context.
Yes.
First of all, you see this woman here. You get a crush on this woman. You yarn this woman. When you don't yarn this woman don't date. You propose to this woman. When you propose to this woman, you decide to engage this woman. When you engage this woman, you decide for, married camp. That's now the Western culture where we all try to adopt, especially some of you Africans and all there. That's how it should be. But when you look at an African, in the African settings, I just want to focus on because we are Africans. I want to focus on that in the African setting. In the African settings, there are lots of engagements. Sometimes some engagements and then are out of pressure. So engagements and you party there seven and they tell you, "Boy, yeah, this woman on don't date for 7 years. Can engage her now, but woman not so. You go engage her. So engagements and there's something that the woman is success. You see, you decide to engage her. So engagements and there's something that you family they pressure you before you decide to engage her. And sometimes not all man they engage woman really want to settle down. with that woman name. One of the things I
Yes.
Okay.
want to let you
So
understand here
but why would
is,
you want to do that? Why would you want to do that?
well, that is bad. That is bad. But I gotta tell you, say we are humans. I just to tell you, say what's very common in the African settings is what I'm telling you. I will tell you, say engagements that a lot you make mention that a lot of man in the way they engage woman. Sometimes another engage woman really because they want married woman. Then they engage
True.
woman because then nobody no can they again. Then they engage woman for put a stop to that woman. Then
Yes.
they engage woman because they want to get a control. They want to get a man dominion over it. Let me give you an instance. Now go to back to our ancestors in time. During African ancestors in time, during them time they then chief them power them within a village. Can give them they can't give them woman. They don't get marriage or say they get marriage same money. When you see them go, they go to farm with them, go they go put school at that woman. They ain't get that woman, the man they picking one no more. Tell them die, married no they can do. That's why then they go back and go to the other one and go to the other one and go to the other one and go to the other one. It's continuous. So like I said, it all depends. It's a variables. It depends on the individual settings. It depends to everybody how everybody's here. But in this 2020, as young as we are, as exposed as we are, as informed as we are, I don't see any reason marriage forget a timeline. They forget a timeline unless the two couple them then come together and decide say, well, this is a situation. We get a challenge here. We can't do this because of this. We can't do this because we are
Yes.
working on this. Maybe with a bill host. That money the law keep am first. Maybe with their school, with their college first. Law keep am first. Maybe we get this. Law keep am first. But if there is no reason to show, there is not given reason to show, then I mean that is something when the two people then need to sit down and decide and just because you can't just be in a marriage, even though yes, the ultimate reason of marriage is happiness. I get that. It's happiness.
All right.
Like impossible say man can engage you today, marry you tomorrow. Next month apart. We saw the story of the Chris Humphrey and Kim Kardashian story.
Absolutely.
Yes.
It was
Mm-hmm.
flamboyant. They got married. After how many weeks they separated. So it's not actually a guarantee. But me that speak as a Catholic, I speak from also from a spiritual background. There is no way I go there with two man for how many years I not married them. Unless there is situations, unless there's unavoidable circumstances, unless it is something that we sit down and discuss. Say, Lord, wait, we all two agree, Lord, wait. But my parents, them, the family where I come out from, will not even allow that. But it is possible also say
Yes.
from the other person in your family go accept them. It can possible say from the other person in just one engagement. Oh, na Isatu, oh, na Bendu, na Mike Day. Oh, this, they don't go engage Jamu, na Indian and news. They get that security. She's okay. A born picking them. She's okay. Maybe that is happiness. Happiness is relative. They go be
All
happy.
right, Mike. I
Maybe
want
the
come
other
to
person
one
not go be
very
happy.
important. All right, I want to come to one very important thing. Let's say you make a point, say, okay, in the real tradition, making chief can just go put collar for this person, say, I'm a wife this or something, like he just day like that till thy kingdom come. Okay, my own question is when it comes because I don't see where something happen to the man, where if something happen to the man, God forbid, you don't dare na this engagement for so long. Whether na like you say na chief go put collar according to tradition, then when something happen to the man, then they begin tell you say you don't dey with this man for long. You don't born pikin, una still dey for this engagement. Something can happen when they say the man no be married you. We've seen it.
Yep.
God begin cancer. You
Exactly.
want for a property, this man not be married
Rachel,
you. Now tap to me, you
Yep.
can't engagement.
Yep.
Engagements not to marry. These are some of the things. Mike, you want for touch it
Rachel,
because I want to ask Francis too.
Rachel, you just named something because of because of personal issue, because of ethics. I'm not gonna mention the person name here. But right now, as I tell you, there is a prominent person at Sierra Leone. Two people that are prominent people, they're very popular people there. Where the person don't die, they are prominent man where don't die. Where they with somebody who married, where he engaged the person. Now the family they say they you know married them. Even though the person they moon, people then they go defend the person, people then like in and know for the person, but the family they say you know married them. marry them. So at the end of the day, because if any wealth there, if anything there way that woman they for acquire, not go get them.
For acquire,
They not
this
marry
this
them
is
physically.
this is my point.
Mhm.
This is my point. So I am for
So this
Frances,
is
I
the
want you
point
to
I'm
touch
saying.
on that
Is
Rachel, this is a
issue
subject
there
we're
after
very,
my
very much. Make a gun? Okay. These are subjects we're very, very complicated and complex now in society. Because the reason why I say that day, as Alusan Jalo states there, in we culture, it says engagement, not to married.
no, Alusan
Taxomy,
say
not to
engagement is
married.
marriage.
Engagement, not to married, Rachel. Engagement, not to married. Now the misunderstanding and the way we they take now with society. And in other can we go
No, but
anywhere?
Alusan say
No.
engagement in
Now,
our
now so
culture, engagement is marriage.
Alusain say, according to
Okay.
Alusain, he said in our culture, engagement is married. Not just the big party no more now in wait. But me this guy for tell Alusain for
Yes.
say, engagement not to married. Look at what Mike they talk right now. A prominent person without engaging person, then go engage them now so in people them everything. But there is no paperwork for sure for say you marry them. And they go to a second person. And they go with First Lady and with President of Sierra Leone. Now, only recently they married and get their certificates by their hand. We all see them where the media actually talk about it. Engagement, start to me, not so married. I don't believe in that day. Asthma, seriously, I don't. Engagement, start to me, not so married. You get forget your certificates that you earn. If even they go do the traditional nikao, when I will they call it engagement, you get for try forget your certificates that you earn. Now, just in case this man has to, God forbid, come for the partner they can't die. You don't want to him for your man or something of the sort. Then go come for you for say, not to your man dandy. If even at the Muslim culture, asthma, and they follow the trend, if even at the Muslim culture, go now registry, go get your certificate. Get you certificate. It's very important. I remember when I be in salon where I young, at one point during Tijankaba in government, then they encourage everybody to go get a certificate, make you go certify your wedding, your marriage. I remember very well, I was young, but Tijankaba in government they do that. He said, go and get history, make you go certify your marriage. Everybody get for try for certify in marriage. Go and registry, get the proper documentation, for sure for say you married legally to this man. Even now oversee now the one of the thing and the way we they get when you marry certificate. You go na court of law, you go anywhere today. The first thing they ask you for now you marriage certificate. It's okay for go with the law standard where you go say, okay, well yes, somebody done it together for more than 2 years, 3 years. You na cohabit together, now this, and then you entitled to this. But at the end of the day, for keep yourself safe, no matter what you are the no matter how they engage you, try for this person for marriage you. If you know also they together for real, they struggle good together, they do things them together, make them go marry you. The thing where Dr. Olopun not for nothing, that to me, not so married. It really,
Uh,
really, really, yeah, it is. That to me, not so married. And when somebody engage you, not so
okay.
married, he married you. That's why it's called engagement and a marriage. That to me, not so married.
All right. All right. I see the disagreement and agreement really between me and Asma. Where Asma they send message. Like I say, this topic now for we all. So una when they watch, una self can take part from this program. Una send una comments, una thoughts, una suggestion with regards to this topic where we dey on. So Sheila, I just talk just now say this engagement and time or duration what we talk about. So a lot of women they don't fall victim to this thing here. So a lot of women are suffering because of this thing what they call engagement time frame or being there because okay, la patience demand, low with this, low with that, taking on commodity, and sometimes something happened to the man. Right now they are suffering. Right now. So what do you think say in that situation? How do you think say what do you think say at the time frame just for avoid some of them situation in the Sheila.
Okay. If I want put time frame and be fair with everybody, 12 to 18 months. And that time they again because let's say, as Myk say, una they get a money, or una they prepare for done school, or una ti wanna get for sit down for talk about. Me don't see paddy. This man way in waiting come out now say where they accuse of rape or something like that. Now me own paddy there or two I go school with. He don't born picking with one of we see me we paddy. Now we all go and he wash. He born picking with this paddy. Go lock door for him or engage him. Engagement first la make and clear not to married. You only
Thank
married
you.
where you get your certificate.
Engagement to marriage.
Other that not to married. I married Nikau. 3 months after I meet me man, when my man go for me, after that I do me white wedding. Engagement, not to marry. As a matter of fact, the country wo they so you know they go meet them say you na missus with nikau. They know they watch you. The same they go now for salon. Engagement, not to marry. That man they end up for go keep with other party. After I don't engage this one for long, he don't born picky for him and all thing. He don't they wait for him. He can't get wait for Kameka. He left that with Paddy day and go marry the other apostle. Now, most of the time now we the woman that they suffer from this long engagement. The man he can move on fast and go. But we the woman that we don't invest with time, with energy, with
Don't
all
waste your
thing.
time.
Yes, all thing don't day we don't abob. For 10 person don't laugh, we ridicule, don't day, we don't dey beer. This man go see what he now done it don't so. And then they look back, say self Sheila be don't day 3 years. We ready for go. Now go they go. You left something with speaking for the run up and down with, even though if you dey that picking their life or waiting. But that burden they per you up and down, go drop picking at school, come do this. Whereas if the man be there na host, that's that little amount of help, he go they do am. So for me, we the woman them, I know say for other people, see waiting other person believe, oh, but waiting me believe. Now we they suffer more from these long engagements. And me believe say if you don't go to that point for say I they engage Sheila. Now because you don't know say Sheila na the person we are going to sit down with, we are going to build a home with, you don't make up your mind before you do that engagement day. You don't they know say na married that they cancel. You don't they put plans towards that. So it take 12 to 18 months. Lay not pass that one day. Mm,
But
may
you,
not
you
pass it.
get you get some, when Myk actually we don't talk about some of the reasons them where man they engage woman, because everybody get agenda. Some man get agenda why they engage this woman probably because of financial reasons, or only no man come to keep man keep this woman again, this woman not keep this no man again or something. So you therefore engage them for blocking opportunity and all of these things. How you I want to direct this to the woman. First of all, Frances, how you gonna say this man serious? Wait, after the engagement, how you go? Some of the signs for sure say this man serious and want for make una move on to the next level. Because some of your
Rachel,
sisters are not dey look at those red lights. Some of your sisters are not dey look at those
Rachel,
red lights. They just want to give it.
absolutely. Rachel, the sister. Before ever this man they can propose to you, right? I not believe I say he can't propose to you just because somebody see your fine face or anything. He can't propose to you because he see for saying that you want for marriage. Now you want. He see something in you before ever he can propose to you. So one thing where me they look at, I they look at it in a very different perspective from the way a lot of way they look at it. Wait, see, what are you not go wrong during the engagement for make the one for the party then change your mind? Because before ever
The man go say,
somebody can
I dey
engage
watch you
you.
first.
No, Rachel, not watch me. If you can't engage me, not watch me. Now because you know for say you want for marriage me, now make
You
you
don't watch
propose
me
to
first
me.
before you say you want
Before ever you
engage. You
can
don't watch
engage
me
to
first
me,
before you
exactly. You know they can't engage to me.
Mike
You
they
can't
laugh.
engage me. That is true. You know they can't engage me. Then you put me in a shell inside a box, and then you think for say, oh, I they watch you first. No, you don't already watch me. You don't already get a courtship. Before ever you can say I want for engage you for make I married you. Remember, see when you can engage me, I married you, I married me, make you engage me. So now for make we put money together, make we plan the marriage, now make you engage me. You not engage me for making you people and they can watch me. You not engage me for show me so you party them for me they can watch me. You engage me because you want me for make we build up a relationship. I like waiting a comment be the of this story I watch. I think that from Mr. Jallo. Where say Mr. Jallo, he said the longer I think that Mr. Jallo, let us see. Now Adama Davis, he said the longer where you now actually get engaged, the less likely it is to make you not married. We they see them
Yes.
every day now with
True.
society. We they see them every day now with community them. We
Because
they see them
they kill
every
the
day wherever
momentum.
we
The
are.
momentum they
And
go.
obviously, the longer you're married, for me, if my wife married me, not can engage me for long. When they date, now they tell you they look me. Now they tell you they can go to the people them. Now they tell you they can go to you auntie, you uncle, you paddy, you famble, they all. But you know they can't marry me. You
Myk
can't
Berewa,
engage me for
okay.
20 years. You know they can't engage me for 20 years. Then you tell me for say you still engage me, make with the watch. No. If you dey engage me, you dey engage me until I dey ask you, baby. At the moment you dey say, baby, can I marry you? I dey ask you, baby, when we dey married, the real married. How much money you don't make already for make we
Right
put
there,
the ring,
yes,
the
right
real
there.
ring?
You
Don't
know,
get them.
when Sheila talk about this situation, I dey count to Mike because when Sheila talk about this situation, say in Paddy we don't engage 7 years. I know somebody personally too, we engage 7 years.
We just get the
The man
example.
when he engage
Asma,
7 years,
Asma say
he
engaged for
help the
7 years.
man and he come. And they come. Well, let me can say the situation different. Some can lucky, some don't because it depends first of all on the agenda of the man. So he engaged this woman 7 years. The woman help am Billy us. That's all. But the engagement to the help and Billy us picking kind side then where the woman begin for pull out pan the money
Imagine.
number for the host business or the host don't know that then the engagement scatter for 7 years.
Lot of mercy.
At the end of the day, wasted time,
That man
wasted
that lost
time.
something.
So these are
Yes.
some of the things where for stay too long per engagement, not good. It's not that we dey push the man them, but we all want talk and say first of all before the man they can meet you, if we don't already get an if we don't get the plan before ever
Uh-huh.
he can meet you. Mike, what do you want for one more to see? So what
You
did
don't
ask
get
Mr. Mike
transfer.
is why you think say why you think
I
say,
feel say we all we all we
yeah go
all there on
on.
the same we all there on the same platform. I agree. Say engagement is not a marriage. Now look at the definition of engagement. Engagement is a contract.
Yes.
Engagement is what? A formal agreement to get married. It's not marriage. It's an agreement. It's called engagement. That's why we're even discussing it here. It's called engagement. It's not marriage. you know. So even when people then they say, oh, from the African context, then go say engagements are married. No, engagements even different from to cow.
Yes.
Where I don't know from
Yes.
your culture, it's
Yes.
Yes.
different.
It
I don't
True.
know
is.
whether
It is.
it's
It
different from
is.
other ethnic cultures them. But you get processes then where you go first, where they married, better than those small they see where we big one and they married, then they go, they knock door, then come, they don't engage you. First, the supporting be sweet now. You know the test after when you go down where you go so when they go engage 2 3 days na marriage straight to the sea. Not in an ideal culture of democracy Sierra Leone then send them dey when them go get eye collar when they go engage you 2 3 days so then go engage you Friday Saturday Sunday na marriage wey dey see so engagement is not a marriage, it's not. Even here in a Western society who we dey nikau seven na nikau not a formal marriage.
No.
Even though yes,
Nope.
the marriage, the blessing to God and everything, but not to that immigration sabio, not to that America sabio. Anything
Exactly.
happen to that
Tell
woman
them.
or anything happen to that man, then you don't have a right. You don't. You let to engage, you get to make them formally, it has to be certified under the
Yep.
rule of law. And the only thing where they bind marriage, it's the rule of law. Now only a marriage contract, a rule of law, now legality. Now make even when you go marry in the mocks, then they take the certificates, then can go. Now I call them
Yes.
na registry.
Registry.
Then go register
Yes.
them. When you go marry in the church, then they take the certificates, even though they don't bless, and the blessing, now the sacraments, standing. But in the rule of law, in case something happen, alimony, any other thing, you don't have grounds until you have make it formal or legal. With the senior situations in the you don't get to tell it. So at the end of the day, unless somebody married, like somebody you born for them, you don't house, you don't 7 picking for that man, you and that man day. The mama sabi you, the papa sabi you, the party they all sabi you, everybody sabi you. Mama, if that man is not gonna make a legal, papa, if that man is not gonna make a legal, that woman is not a human officially. Officially in the court of law, she's not. And now I don't know. I not to understand about the laws now we country, but I understand. Say back in the days, I think 2012 or what, there were some few amendments and what they make on that because then find out say a lot of people that they maybe they keep woman and then they have a woman and they cohabit for a very long time.
Yes.
Now I think they don't pass a law
Yes.
in that country. They say when you cohabit woman for I don't know 3 or 5 years,
I
at the
think
end of the day,
two
you still
years,
have to
2 years or
legally
I
so.
think 2 years. 2 years.
the marriage. You know, so
Yes.
we have to look at all the context and then variables then there before we discuss anything there. Like even the Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt situations. You know, we saw it. What happened? They got engaged for a very long time, and at the end,
Yeah.
and why you think? Let me put it this way: simple context. Why do you have to engage for so long if you really love this woman?
Yeah.
Did you
Yeah.
guys agree with
Things
me?
can
Yes.
go wrong.
Exactly. Ask them for
If
me.
Things
una
can
if
go
Why you want to
wrong.
engage this long if you like the person? It's wrong.
if una
It's
not
very
get any
wrong.
problem,
It's wrong.
una get any unforeseen circumstances, una not get anything where happen where una not plan, una not get any challenges where I mean they stop una for una not take them to the next level. Why do you guys have to be comfortable? Una not gonna try
Yes.
for get security for
Well,
una self,
Mike,
una two self.
well, there comes my next question. Because I think Sheila we don't talk about say there are times again now we the woman then can pressure the man them. Some man they like you say, some man they go engage woman where personally they're not ready yet.
Hmm.
They're not mentally ready for that. But woman, when you like the woman and the woman they pressure you just because you don't see in party don't marry, in party don't engage, peer pressure, instead begin pressure the man. And because the man like her and probably don't want to lose her, can say okay and see one engagement make agree and this ring there so let me self blow. So sometimes dey now we the woman self can put pressure on the man there when the man dey not ready yet. So sometimes na can cause this long engagement just the woman because one say
Marriage,
na me and Mr. X
yeah,
dey.
marriage, yeah, marriage. Let's be fair here. Let's be fair. Everyone wants security in life. Everybody wants assurity. Everybody wants assurance. Let's put it this way. I mean, if me a woman, if I be there in a situation, of course, I know if now we look at it this way. So age day one woman don't reach now, and not to play around anymore.
Yes.
One woman don't pass in 30 years. And I want play around. And one way you don't come in, you come in for real. And no one for play around anymore. And no one for coming to you. Then at the end of the day, you come after 4 years. Then you say you're not able to figure out. She's already 34. At the end of the
Mm-hmm.
day, what's in the happen? In markets they drop.
Yes.
In beauty they drop. You know, any kind when we are humans, we they evolve from a medical point of view. We not for left so human itself. How the world don't pass for no more. We better let it begin. Would they begin time? The game self will not able to do them again much. It's natural. It's a natural evolution. It's a natural thing. The same
Hmm.
thing to woman. How will they grow? And like it work out stage right for 15 age they tell on you. It's evolution. It's osmosis. It's evolution. It happen. It's natural. A lot of things where you able to change. So nobody know they will go one let man come into in life, begin born picking them for and they not get security. That this man you want settle down with, then it not happen. And a lot of people in the African context, what me they see today is a lot of marriages, there is no love. People just a marriage because of waiting in the eyes
Yes.
of people. People take marriage as a success. People
Yes.
take marriage as an achievement in the
As
Yes.
continual
competition.
day-to-day.
Yes.
Then they look at it and say it's a sacrament of life. Then they look at it and say it's a blessing. Then they look at it and say it's an achievement. So woman in there, it gonna be successful in everything. It go land book, it get good work. She's beautiful. She's doing things. She's helping people. She's contributing to society. But just because you're not married, people in the outclass and say she's not successful. And at the end of the way, man get back, if you don't get picking, then they begin to say, it's a human trend. It's a life that we human needs them are so unlimited that we want them on and on and on and on. And when people begin bulge into society, when people begin think about what society think about them, when people begin think how society validates the problem. Now, one of the problems then they now, one of the problems and that's the way they make a lot of marriages they break because people still say they want validation from society, they want peer pressure, nosy friends, boku boku talk padi them. Oh, that is man try marry you. I said you not go just no more the born for the man no more. You know the marriage. So it's a society. So even here, when you take a look at here in America in Western world, we Africans we come here. A lot of people get into relationships in church. It's because of what? Because of paper.
Yes.
A lot of people not allow.
Stability.
Because when it comes and say if you don't can you get paper,
But
this man they can
you
marry
don't
you, they marry
touch
them
them.
because
You
of
don't
paper.
touch them,
Yes.
You
Mike.
get
You
paper,
don't
we
Yes.
marry
touch
them.
them.
So man, hello,
Yeah, I
they
say
get
you
me?
don't touch them.
Mm-hmm.
Will they get me?
Yeah, we don't get you.
I don't know. I don't know if you know the
We
you,
don't
but I know
get
the
you,
you
Mike.
know though.
Would they hear you?
But anyway, make her go ahead. So a lot of people they get into this relationships and for paper. When they get into that relationship, then some man and they always then get a paper, they run away from the woman. Then. So woman, they when they get a paper, they left the man. So when they get into a so love one, you need to see connections.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
so you depend on the Salomon man first, African man first, now you started it from a man perspective. For go put color for woman and come on to land for you. Not to
Yes.
any big deal landing, but
Mm-hmm.
not to that not to things. If not the woman wants, if you don't say you get a vision, you get something what the woman wants. But woman, if you don't say they get into this relationship, where you're not really in love, you know say want this woman. This woman gets something where it really need. They do anything what that woman need they do. You notice some man is it. They say, well, they don't grow like my soup. Let's get what you want. So it's a societal problem. It's a problem where they and at the end of the day, like these relationships and the people they do, at the end of the day, the man not gets connections no day, emotions no day. The man go they cheat, the married they cheat, the woman said go they cheat. Nobody know they just there. It's for financial reasons. Then they court, then pay house rent. Now they know when they get picking them, what tax can and file them. Connections not they, love not they, emotions not they. That's not the relationship. But they are married. In the eyes of people, then they married. These are the people you see them when they go party. They don't dance together. They don't.
Yes.
They're not even do
Yes.
anything like couple. They're not
That's so
even what
true.
people see. They
Absolutely.
don't even want. They don't even post them picture on
100%
social
true.
media. But let people know say this is in love.
See, see,
So it's a
I feel
societal
Sheila right
problem where
now.
this.
Sheila, they feel me
I
talk.
know they get you, Rachel, but I will stop for now.
Make
Okay.
I just come in
Now,
what
for
you might say.
work on you, Mike. Work on you,
Me
Mike. But I think Sheila want for what inside this party.
wetin Mike say na the true. And na that na America married. Well, most of we were married na this America. We married for low able for pay we bills then, low able for get paper, let people see say we married. Me twin sister can say married in America na business. Na big word that. Married na this America. If you go put you and usa you know like we people then can say I don't know how for talk away this na social media say if for where you want married we creole then get one word where they tell you na you so we say put you and na you anus if the man smell like not say na man that way for married you know what that they mean to we creole man
Yes.
nobody no defend married for you because married no to thing wey na rosy something e get up and down you get for able for beer for that person day now you dey go sit down day and na only love go make you able beer certain thing wey dey happen when you dey take you vows e say for better for worse in richer or in power in sickness and in health na reason make them put that one day na vow wey person married All down one day, it a test. God they test all down one day. Now married us. Any married us when not don't go through them treating and they. The married God do not test it. I dey tell anybody that. And when we they talk about love, if low one thing but we now it's so easy for Leo they say I love you, I love you. Where the love? This person don't see you bad side. This Aki always say there was a time I go bring my own personality. I see why I don't the young 21, 22 with this man older than me. I think sometime in 2017 things just hit us rough. And I say me own na in done so. I never knew love till Uda know me no say I be sick 2017. I begin lost me here because of treatment, lost me eyebrow, I know able was. That's what when you see person like that, they with you during that 10 day. You see, you not get ear now you age. As for woman, when are you beauty? You eyebrow don't go. You don't weak. You not able sleep with man. Something almost month. And that man they support you and they there with you and accept you. We call that love. But now we dey still with confidence sick so tell I don't still scenario where woman go do procedure e can na host the last rest wey dey na the host the man don eat her e no even put rest na the cooker for the
After
woman.
which was
This woman
yes.
don lost belle e go do D&C can na host the man eat the last rest and pikin dem e no even put rest na rice cooker. You can't call that love. This now between me and you would all lost this pikin. You know what I go do in hospital. You know make it they say for me what can I ask for it. But those people, if you see them, when them go party, just like what Myk say. Now one me party draw me attention that the man they will tell that man there, the woman they under they talk. If they tell you say this now husband and wife self in believe that self in see them
Yeah.
guys.
Mm-hmm.
So what this marriage, we not
Sheila,
they go married without love.
Sheila, I not even cut you word. One classic example where you dey know, say, man, the man is not there, is this. If you get belay for man, we na healthcare worker there. You know, me and you na healthcare worker in this country.
Mm-hmm.
Where woman they go, what they call antenatal clinic,
Antenatal clinic.
where then they take the history for the woman. Then they look at emotional support, and they look at family
Yes.
dysfunction, then they look at the how the woman in a host, the support where they get for woman. How many African man, I'm not saying another old than they, but how many African man they where a woman get belly, they go to the clinic, say the woman born.
Nego.
But you know, say African
Some
man
they
they
know the
show
one
love.
they match
African
too
man no
sweet.
romantic.
Some they
African man no
one they
romantic,
match too
Mike.
sweet.
No, but it's not. We don't come and then country there. We don't come. We they adapt. The reason why we
Our
cannot.
culture.
No, well, the reason why me who can at this country, I can always tell people them say we not care for survive. A lot of people don't they salon who still survive them. We came to this country for come, Lord, we make money. We came to this country for Lord learn. We came for this country for Lord we expose. Lord we use systems and be adaptive to we own culture. Then we move away cultures them or not acceptable cultures them. But I will tell you that one way where they know say woman man not there into a woman. Then one red flag that day. Where a woman get belly, where it go, that woman don't get belly, she's tired. It's tired, then a house, you know they help for clean, you know they vacuum, you know they cook, you know they do nothing. The woman in antenatal clinic now sometimes are 2 times per month. You know they go to herself. The doctor not even sabi you.
And the doctors, they
You
note
don't
them
show up.
down.
And these are all things where they go on the history of the Peking.
Yes.
Whether Peking I don't go kindergarten, whether go school from first grade, second grade, the way then they behave, now then they pull all the records and then they say, this Peking come up from a dysfunctional family. So it's a cultural and a societal thing that a lot of marriages we get into Rachel, we are not into it. We are in there for a selfish reasons. We are in there for compatibility. So woman and next day when they married us, whether they maltreat inside the married us,
No,
they
just
not
let
gonna
me
come on
know.
at that married us day because
Mm.
good motor
They're
carrying at that married
comfortable.
us
Yes.
because the man they get us where they because life is comfortable with them and no want
Yes.
waiting people then go see.
Go
But
talk. Yes.
internally
No, but
Emotionally,
even
she's tortured.
yeah, like even woman they were engaged to man. We were talking about engagement just because of the man get all of this. So they know they even bother the man for push married business client. The man they
No,
clear show you
no.
clearly say I'm already it,
Right,
and then self
right,
comfortable with that because then comfortable with the
right,
material things around them.
Yes.
right.
So this is
Yes.
another point
Rachel,
where woman they get for
obviously,
we yes. Mhm. Go
absolutely,
ahead,
because
Francis.
nowadays society, right? Nowadays society, as the sister said there, Geneva, the woman them desperate. We desperate for man. Majority of women they now then think for say, oh, me time don't pass, I don't get older, so man no day. So any drink and jack wake up nine and they pick and they with. Women they get for try for get self-pride, self-confidence in themselves. Then so majority of the time they pick the wrong man them. Now that make you make man and they engage them for 30 years, they don't marry them. Because you know what you do? The man them back in just wants them as Mike say, who side and the anger for put themselves together. Majority of the marriage that we get nowadays now with society, if we go out, we watch. Just go out somewhere. The next time we corona door, you go party, begin for spot the couple them. You know, something you go begin for see for say, this man here so he there with one woman a corner, he get girlfriend. Me what is that party? You dey watch your number, you don't for say this man girlfriend and the way they go out with. You dey see for say this woman here so my boyfriend and the way they go out with. You go see them, they're so much apart. Even people like when you they close to you go find them at their host them. Now the time you when you go find them at the host, it's something they see for Syrian people yeah, so then they're so much apart, they're not even compatible in terms of relationship. But yet still they engage you, then they're not host. Some of them even married, they're not host. But I'm not going inside marriage today because we're talking about engagement. But to be honest with you, my sister, majority of the time now we the woman and because all this relationship disaster them.
Yes.
Because we dey
Because the
accept
man and the see say we
mediocre.
desperate.
We dey accept just what we get. We not actually put ourselves first in society. We have to remember as women them for the put ourselves first for society. Because you know when if I say woman them, majority of the time now we they fall victim. Now we they can't engage. Then keep we na us or keep we inside glass box for 5, 6, 7, 8, 10,
Yeah, other
20
man not
years.
watch you.
Other man they watch you. They don't put label for you. Oh, Sam na me baby dan debo.
Yes.
So
Yeah, any
any man
side
we
pass
come the
now.
way, yes, they don't brand you already that man did that MYK girlfriend and day. But then
You get
MYK
I
never
don't
saying
cut
already
you
for
on
marriage years
Francis.
so.
I don't cut you on Francis.
No,
Sometimes
for me,
I don't cut you on. Sometimes even where una don't part but this engagement will not work. We Sierra Leoneans say we get that thing there for tag woman there. Na
absolutely.
alpha in baby dandy. So once they don't tag you, for like the other man say we can tag about
Yes.
because they
It
don't tag
has.
you. See,
It has. That's true.
Frances for Jibril. If you say Frances
Yes.
for Jibril, even when
Yes.
Jibril up so they don't tag you. So in other words, you find them difficult for make you get another relationship because they don't tag you. We get
Absolutely.
a
They don't
style
tag you
as
already.
Sierra Leoneans them
And
or tag
I
you with man even when you and the man don't left.
I
They don't
come
give
to
you
wait
label.
Rachel say. Me self na
Francis,
person
yeah.
we be guilty of that. As you say, you know Sabi Sheila, I say, ah, you know Sabi me, Myk Berewa and girlfriend. Now we woman they
Yes.
do that too. Man they do that. One thing
Yes.
quick, we don't associate ourselves with we man them. We get for no
Yes.
say we are all by ourselves without our men. Our men
Absolutely.
just come to push up and lift us up to where we have to be. With
Exactly.
me, we people them be ready for say, would they make village wedding, Estin wedding for we. The man, me own Estin brother and two paddy picking them, where you know come out fine for me. Waiting I do, all man don't know say na me and this man be there. Where not come out fine for me. I sit down there 1 2 year before I can make I not keep nobody. I figure out who that na Sheila. I find me own self-worth. I remind myself of who that I be. I remind myself of who say I want go. Waiting are capable of doing. Sheila without this man, what you able do? Sheila with this man, whose help he go take? But we as women then feel say, without the married, without the men, we are nothing. We have to change that in our minds. We are
mentality.
so much
Narratives. Yeah.
without the men. The men are there for help us forget waiting. But no, no say if I'm not married today, me not to waiting. I look. I lower to them in party day we married. So whether you party day we married or we engaged, not as happy
They
as
can go
Susa
through
you be.
pepper.
Yes, I get Miss Paddy them when I doctor them, na this, na that. One they tell me, say, Sheila, you no go believe. Because of this MD business now, man, they know they come. Oh. I say, man, come in, not come. Oh. Wait, you don't get so without man. You know what's in that. So tell with the man, you not be able, you not be for able achieve that. So we get for change that mentality they as woman and say, without the men, we're nothing. If we're not
We are not.
married, we're not comparable to another woman that is married or carries the missus name. Where we not even know this woman we engaged or we married, what see they go through. Is she satisfied in bed? A lot of us that are married women have started to step out of our homes because there's no love, there's no happiness. We're only there for a reason. So me, I
Yeah.
they say, woman, then because now we they suffer more for this thing.
Yes.
Absolutely. Absolutely,
Sheila
my
make
sister.
Sheila make a very good point. I want to come from another angle again when it comes to this engagement because now they all thing they begin and the roots that one day. And if we are not solidified that roots there for kick them up to married, now they all thing they broke down. I want to come from another angle where we get this cultural thing where okay, what engage and lay born for me first bar before I marry them.
We get some back to Racheal. If we can laugh.
Mike, what's you get for say? What's that you respond to that one? Then you laugh.
Well, the thing is, yeah, like I say also back, it's there's a lot of factors them way they interplay into it, like
Yes.
cultural also, environment also, the the level of education of the two couple them, the exposure of the two couple them, the couple them needs them, the couple them wants them, what's in them validation in life, what's in them spirituality, all them things they interplay to what's in one want, because I mean, Rachel, me, I believe say I don't believe me what they so. I don't believe in getting boku boku picking. I don't believe in that. I don't believe say I need for get six picking. If it come fine, but I don't believe in that. I know they also look down on somebody who not get picking. I know they look down on somebody who get boku picking. So all this thing about marriage, a lot of things then there is we don't really sit down just like how Sheila said. We reflect, we get self-reflection before we get into follow. We know who are the partners the more want. A lot of partners them they where people they go engage them, where they get into engagement. First of all, they are not even compatible. Lord, look at them from that perspective. They are not even compatible. And compatibility not mean say oh, the man they dress, the woman they dress, how the man they dress, the woman gets swag, the man gets swag. Most times, people we society they look at that as compatibility, but no, you this person where you are in a come marriage, una na party first before you and somebody the marriage first. Una for be party. You guys need to be friends. You guys need to have something you can discuss to agree and disagree. You get for like what this person they do. That person they say get for like what you they do.
Absolutely.
Compatibility. There is a lot of context into it. One, social compatibility. Are you people
Yes.
socially compatible? The
Yeah.
music other person they like now you like.
True.
Now you
The
said well, yeah.
movies other person they watch now you like. The party them where two partners then do together, where they are really, really good together. Rachel, like Aye and Shaba they so. You go Usai they not say una or two they really don't cement together. Shaba and party then they be you party them.
Yes.
You party then they be Shaba and party them. Now so you they not say, you know, you people are together. That are one sign and the way they show. The second thing back is what? Spiritual compatibility. If you go marry somebody when not believe in God, you go marry somebody when are atheist, when not believe in God, or when you believe in God, now problem down the owner then the host. Then the other thing where a lot of times people don't talk about, where we shy away is sexual compatibility. Mama, na big thing and oh.
The biggest
Yes.
one,
Na
brother.
A
big
big
Biggest one.
thing
thing.
that we not dey talk about Rachel. But
Don't touch
you
it.
so some man and they go engage woman at the end of the day sexually that woman not they satisfy you, or the man not they satisfy you sexually. When I not decide for sit down and work on them and see what it is. Is it that the man is lazy? You go advise him and let the man work out more, let it eat well. When I go decide sit down and decide say, all right, Lord, the pull and style here, Lord, explore new things, Lord, see how our body compatible. People don't care. We don't. We don't. At the end of the day, it's about how society looks at us. At the end of the day, it's about how our communities validate us. At the end of the day, it's about Sheila don't married, Francess don't married. Me self, waiting do me. Me self go get me your man. Where man can any
Yes.
Jack
By
and
hook
Jill
or by
come
crook.
around, any Jack and Jill come around, you don't want to know who is he. And guess what, Rachel? Most times people they take them thing they are say it's not serious, but it's serious. When you married man, the picking the one at the born, it is genetics. If you married full man, now full man picking the born.
Mm-hmm.
If you married
It's true.
man where be say that man they bokutin and the way they see, now from the mama and the daddy, now genetics. If you married man we get cancer, we get diabetes, we get sickle cell, when I not go for health counseling, when I not go do all that thing and the 60% out of 100%, the picking them on the bond and they get them genetic conditions and they. But do we care? No, because we are selfish. We care about ourselves. We don't look at the consequences. We don't look at
Mm-hmm.
what's in the long-term effects of their marriages they are all they get into. We just want for
Mm-hmm.
one because Marie don't do them, Kaletu
Mm-hmm.
don't do them,
Mm-hmm.
Makale don't do them, we self one do them. And these are the marriages that all get into them now. We they suffer emotionally, we body not they fine, we they get hypertension, we are stressed, we they work overboard for try for satisfy the marriage, but the marriage is not working. And we no one commodity because we no one let society laugh at us. It is a societal problem.
All right. Mike don't say you're waiting. Francis, what you get for say towards that for them man then because
Mike.
Mike they say yeah, he no want more than one picking or two, more than three picking or something. But I'm saying here, we have heard this discussion among men. Then we don't hear even discussion. They have to say this woman get for born for Marida. We've heard that, some of these things that when we talk, we don't hear it from time, all that they young boy they want. What do you think about that, Francis?
Rachel,
As
always
woman.
come with me controversial self. But for me, not so married. Born picking for me, not mean say you can't marry me. We dey see the single parents, they line them, but kuba kuba kuwana with society. Then they pay benefits, then they single one, they struggle with them picking them. They must say born picking not to marry though. Go can you born picking for man today, go cancel it for say. Can born for me, boss, if I married you back. Then talk am so many times. Usually Saloma and get that word they bakuna them out. The uneducated
Yes.
one, then as I go say, the uneducated say you man, then the illiterate one, then.
You'll
Because
be
those
shocked.
Saloma
You'll
we
be
don't
shocked,
come out.
Francis.
Well, they're all, my sister. Any man we pull that what they come on much. Whether you get degree or you're not doctor, you're not lawyer or you uneducated. In my own
Right.
opinion, you're
That's
uneducated.
true.
Because yeah,
Right.
because you know they can tell me for say born for me first before I married you. What in case the woman where you really, really want, make we take this example. What in case the woman where you really want, God not give and picking at that moment, day. God not blessed in room, forget picking. With a C and Boku, you go married woman, you go there with her then 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years. That woman they not born. Not because the woman no want for born, or not because of the woman in past as you say. Now when you don't go left you picking the all Latin that the word then and they excuse me for my language. But Saloma they get some bad word the way that they tell them Salon sister and something and they and we're very unacceptable. And they talk are emotional because I know somebody will go through that day. People that they get they're married, that they there for years, they're not get picking them. Because God not bless that woman there with room forget picking them.
And
But if you
Francis,
don't
I
for
not
say
even
I'm not
cut
gonna
you word, my
marry you, say
sister.
you born. Yes,
Francis,
darling.
I not even cut you word. Most of the fertility issues back, people they fail for realize say Women and subject fertility problem. Oh.
Yes.
We
At
just
the
to blame
Kanye,
the
Mike, at
woman
the
them.
Kanye.
No,
Absolutely, them blame
they
the
didn't
woman, them at the
accept that one.
Kanye.
They done it.
They
One
don't
culture
accept
they
that
didn't
you're at the
accept
Kanye.
that.
At the Kanye.
Right.
So make we think about it. God, remember for say Abraham and Sarah issue in the Bible, right? Sarah married to Abraham for years, you never forget picking them. But when God ready for blessing room, God really, really blessing room with picking them. And the same thing with marriage nowadays. You know, they go, you say, may this man born for you before me. Oh, can born for me before I married you. When this woman is sold out, if you see this woman, you say you want this woman, be this woman, marry this woman, not go engage her for 30, 10 years. Because you know what you do? Maybe this woman you where you they put away, where you they actually shown. Maybe now in the way God bless you with. Now that day, but people are not they understand our society. Blessing. We don't look at blessing and we like them. Then just never look at the face, look at the society, look at the environmental issue them. Maybe you will at this man there, so maybe God not give you picking, as Mike just said. But God give you a wealth where this wealth go able to understand and withstand you when you not get picking. Because you now go blame the woman. Hey, now you not get picking, especially them or the Lord them. You know what for born picking for we picking. We could go find other woman for we picking. But hey, we're not look the deeper issue. As Mike said again, so tell them they we get for check for sickle cell, check for HIV, check for this disease, check for that disease before you go pick woman.
Mm-hmm.
But then if you don't go engage your woman for 30, 10
Mm-hmm.
years, because we're there the subject of engagement, you don't go engage your woman for 30, 10 years, then you the man, you the how do you call it a salon? Filiboti around. Then with different woman there, they collect from one woman to another woman. Because I don't see no reason why you go engage somebody you don't marry them. Now because you not ready yet. Now because you still want to explore. And if you want to explore, why you can't marry me? Why you can't for me? Then the question is, you want me for born
So
picking for you before you married me. That means to say the same way when you they wait for me for born for you, and the same way you do with other women that are sleep, they can sleep with them back for making them born for you. They share you spam everywhere. If na AIDS you they collect some from different women them they can give me. If na AIDS the woman itself they can collect some and that they can make for say woman go born picking for man. We not show you picking. Because you don't pressure that woman there for say make him born for you before ever he married you. So that woman they go now, you go sleep with somebody else, you go born picking for you. When not so you picking, maybe you the man, you sperm
out
count
of
low. You're
desperation.
not able, yes, maybe you sperm count low, you're not able for really for make picking. But the woman don't can give you picking, say that you picking this. Because you know what you don't tell the woman say,
Because he
if you not
wants the
born picking for me,
relationship.
I
Yeah.
not go marry you. And maybe that woman is in love with you. So you know we get for the think. We get for the think outside the box. And the one thing again where at the stage tell, that man the way they dumb and that woman the way dumb. Where they Lamina, Tori, John, Kweku, Oga, then they up and down the place. Both sides now they talk about so both man and woman. I beg make you remember for say the one where we live right now. You get sickness, you get all kinds of things. So do you, me brother, my sister, then if you make up your mind for say, I don't engage, I want for married. Hmm? I don't engage, I want married. Do ya? I dey beg you now. You now take them. How you now they sleep around? That condom day. And you're not even supposed to sleep around where you don't go engage somebody, where you don't go put label for that person day. Now me own day for me people that born for me before I married you.
All right. Now when we
Sorry.
can look at some of the yes, now when we can look at some of the red lights then, because
Hmm.
like I say, this na issue or this na things the way woman and boku woman the way they go through right now. And sometimes I don't know whether they're not able to figure out the red lights them or say something all right where are still there. I don't know. Some cannot just figure out the red light, and some don't know what to even do when they're caught up in this kind of situation. So now that area they will they cancel now. What are some of the red lights them? I want cancel Mike because now una the man now they put this engagement ring now with finger. What are some of the red lights them where woman for look out for determine say whether this man really wants for make we go to the relationship to another level or maybe this man will not compatible. Wetin are some of the red lights wey woman for look out for?
Rachel, my sister, love is something that is infectious. To start with it, it's something very infectious. What do I mean by that? Now, something where you feel, Richard. When something is real, now something where you feel. Love now something where you feel. It's contagious. It's infectious. You dey feel it. If I can elaborate on that and bring some red signs, then one key red signs is where you and this person they own at the talk. Is this person thinking or talking about a picture between you and him? They use word them like we are in discussions, or they use words them like I, because it's simple. Even though some man are very smart, they can able play that back, they can lie that back. But one thing why I know say, a lot of us then are pathological liar, but lying cannot be so consistent. It will get a pattern. It can't be consistent like that. So one of the key things that we need to look at is during a conversation, what's not this person in plans for you? What's not in long-term plans? A get plan. One thing first I want to let you understand first, where you engage woman, man where really want collect and that woman they day. Now that man they more going to talk about marriage, not to the woman no more going to talk about marriage. If you and the man they sit
Yes.
down, una sit down all the time. Now you they talk about the marriage woman, now you they talk about marriage, now you they talk about marriage. Now you don't want to go.
The money
You
no
they go.
one
Now you
thing.
now you don't go get bridesmaids them. Now you don't go hire hall.
Yes.
Now you
Now
now
you
you
man.
now
Then
you
the
don't
man
go.
not
You don't
involved.
now you don't go do bridal. You don't go test your whole clothes. Now you don't choose invitation thing. That every time when you talk to that man, they just say, "Yeah, I think it's nice. It's nice.
It
Yeah,
count on
that's
that
cool.
talk.
It's
It count
nice."
on that talk.
Yeah, yeah. Well, some man are not gonna count that talk. You go just say, "Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. Yeah, I like that. It's nice." You know they count the talk for you. Now you always.
It they
Then
lead
a
you
red
on
sign
or it
for
they
tell
lead
you.
you on.
Right. Then a red sign for tell you say this guy is not involved. Because if somebody involved at the end of the day, you they see how you get this a marriage between you and him. You go see them from even in your party themselves. Because one of the things themselves where you they when they see and get an adage where you say, where you are here waiting, then are the king in mind or the chief in mind, listen to what's in messenger they say. So you
Yes.
friends them, you man or you partner or you fiancé, somebody who don't engage you, the friends them where they are around them. These are key resource people where you for try for get close to, where you for know from them. In like they ask them what you man, they do not like you they try for dig there you man, but watch how they behave. Do they talk to you about even the wedding? But now you the man no more they plan no more. The party themselves don't know about what's they go on. The man no they talk to the party themselves about the wedding. Stand a red flag, Dandy. For tell you say, this is something I am the only one who's doing this. Like the other thing back what they talk about. Where you gonna say this this person is not here. It's like the owner they talk. Una they do things them with compatibility. Una they do small thing owners you don't wanna talk no more, una don't argue. Small thing owners you don't know more. When man know what color tell you was we man them first. Rachel. Oh no one two man. Small thing when that woman they talk, what's the one first?
Yeah, the
When
one
man
thing.
no one two man first. Small thing first way. And I can tell you say you guys stay down. You go tell us I tell you say I want eat. I tell you say I want eat. Then I've signs them
Yes.
that they tell you say
That's so true.
this
Yep.
man is not here. This guy is bitter. It's not here. And you see that a lot. And sometimes some of those people, when the marriage come, they push them because society, you know what, let the woman shame now, the woman don't go, you don't tell the party there. You know what, let society, you know, the man, let people see, say, hey, boy, you Myk, bro, now you don't spoil this marriage, yeah, this woman be one, this man, you know what, you just get into it. These are the people you see, the brides, the boy they see. They are not happy even during the wedding day. You see them, they sit there like they are not here. It's like they were dragged to come to the altar. You dey see her
Yep.
at their face. The woman, the Yahweh dance past them. Now the man and I know when they see the bride man and his that same nigga for go take a photo.
Yep. It's
When they
true.
dance, if you don't say no, then I not a mood list. You know say
For the love no, but they are
love
very
no be
serious
connection.
to the talk
Love
so.
nothing when not they hide nature. If you pay attention to the details, you pay attention to the emotions, you pay attention to the
So the body
to the to,
language.
to the little things. You know they hide. You know they hide.
Cool. All right. Sheila, what do you get for say to that? We are woman them, and I sure say you said don't go through your own personal experience when it comes to that. So what do you think say woman for look out for? Mike don't outline some very key things them where
Yeah.
really we not keep pay attention to. We can just they go because we want for the inside. We they see all the goodies and they around we and we don't pay attention to these little things. What do you self can add to waiting Mike say as with regards to the red light when it comes to man involvement the wedding after engagement?
One big thing where we know the look when a big issue na family. That man we ready for isolate that woman. You no one get anything for do with your family. They do all kind thing for let you know they close to your family. And most of the time, then kind man then they now either man within a street or he not get future for that woman. He don't see somebody sometimes one big sister or one auntie or one uncle when in your eye sharp when na in the see and say
Meanwhile,
you
Zop,
know see this watch this so look what be the talk we make so look what they talk now chook in face so in attention not be they self you know they make like say now they talk about or they na so one party man dem wey no wetin family you no only get anything for do with your family you no get no encouragement with your family you no want for dey around them you no want you for dey around them dan dey na big red flag na engagement how you see dan dey don begin be na engagement we africa woman dey like for talk say we like man dey wey dey beat you how you see man e threat you sef one cause wey cause know say that man dey na in true one you don begin see so wey you see you take that day na that engagement dey that cause the next one not to you dey cause again na im mami dey cause
Mm-hmm.
wey see tell you say if you
abuse.
talk that word today I go pack you slap the next thing you no warn you again say dey pack you slap o na the policeman you na im dey reach
Yeah.
no look that kind thing dey wey man don tell you that then can beg you say odi abeg but na be wamat e no go be again na lie na im true self na im dey come out so when you begin see down and day na wetin if una get for deal with her we african people dem we no like counseling. I am one person that has benefited from counseling in this country. There's nothing wrong with going to counseling, especially
Absolutely.
when you dey go to person wey no sabi you the man e no sabi you the wife na neutral person una no sabi her e no bias e dey meet una halfway. Our men do not go to counseling. Any problem we're not able to solve in our engagement, you need to solve and married. Nobody not like by you.
Sure. Sure.
As you begin see and so one thing, if you're not able to solve and you're solver, if you left them, let jump down there, just manage, just sit down there. You need to change again. Now the worst one self they meet you now the marriages. I say if it tell you say no if face you worse so the next one they come up. Now you mommy they cause. It may cause you a war face again. Oh. Hey, Mike not laugh. Now serious talk this. Yeah, una go think say
That's
na girl.
true.
Hey,
Yeah, you
girl
get
you
on
war
point.
face wey
Continue, you
don
get on
cause.
point.
E no cause like girl. Now you mommy wey born you. Now you dey fair next. You no know I don't go sabi the story. Pass it read am for you. Usa you sit down, so tell you na cry, you dey cry, and so tell you the shame. You know the person where you go talk to. So that bonnet and that prelat day, now you sit down under that house. So tell that uncle we don't say this man here so come on, now. How you don't go meet the uncle for go dey complain for can talk now? The shame don't full up you.
Don't
How you dey
follow
go
for
meet
you.
that party day? You know they go meet her. Now you know more sit down inside that house day. Move play one. You dey suffer that thing day because you no get person for talk to. So if you see the red flag then day in the engagement, not say the better way married me. Na
No.
lie. It dey get worse.
Yes. Mhm. Things go change. Yes. Sheila don't also hit some good points there where probably like I always say, we need to pay attention to because we blindly love or because of the goodies where they are where we surrounded with or because of desperation, we tend not to pay attention to then things that I talk about, abuse. Because suddenly when man do a one thing, say, oh, left and a mistake, it go change like Sheila say, if you allow alone a jump to the next one, the other
That
team.
is it.
Talk about counseling as well. You talk about family. Let we pay attention to the family, how the man they respond to your family members. So some of the things they are very, very important. And I believe say we they take note because we are hurting inside. Some of we dey inside a situation and we don't know how to come out, we don't know what to do. So these are some things that where we can information where we can all make handy for make sure say we relationship work or we seek advice for see wetin are the way forward. Francis, I want to come to you and make a point, then we can get a conclusion over this. What do you sef think say na some of the red lights dem, or you want for both guests to wetin the two guests dem wan
Well,
talk
the
about?
two they not really, really touch, but Sheila touch on something way really close to me heart. Counseling. Because myself, I study counseling, I study person-centered counseling, Halifax College. I'm a trained shrink. I don't use it now, but I'm a trained shrink. And I mean, they do bereavement at one point where I go for me placement. The reason why I go study counseling, the reason why they talk this, because the reason why I go to study counseling is because of discipline ability as. Because you be really, really follow me, and you be need for really talk to somebody when neutral. When you they go through life, you get for go for talk to somebody. Now me like you say we get pardon them. And if you not talk to somebody, if you're not able to talk to somebody, I like the way Bob saw go with some earlier on. If you're not able to talk to somebody where you they go inside relationship, you're not able to talk to you, pardon them. You're not able to really, really go close to anybody without demand, say this now jealousy or this now this. Begin for member for a red flag the Nandi. If you they come out, you man begin tell you for say, look how you the guest back. Not the guest so behind me. Yeah, woman, when you get very certain age, that's something always say, you get to know how you the carry yourself, how you the dress, where you go to public. But if this man all the time they complain for you dressing them, remember for say something wrong somewhere. If when you go find your people them or which beyond the way they oversee now, where you send money for your people them, both man and woman, then one time in the factor then begin for complain. You know, say something they went all right. If when you go find your party, then say yes, some party then they you need for cut them off when you go into relationship. But if you don't get your friend, I think it was Sheila that said it earlier on, or MYK was there earlier on. You man, therefore be paddy. So you paddy them. Then you know for say your relationship don't begin for gel. But all the time, if your man they complain about you paddy them, you're not able for go close to you paddy them. Both ways, man and woman them. No say there is a red flag there. The one way we know they talk about are the sexual affair. If you know for say when you begin this date, you are not able to please you yourself. You are not able to satisfy yourself sexually, and they see them as it is, black and white. Koro, koro, magic, magic word as entertain as Sierra Leone. If you're not able to please you yourself, that relationship, no matter how you not try for go with them, forget it. Because not so now you not go work on it now. But as time they go on, one part you not get for come out to go cheat. Not to lie you. So you not look down the back. So to me, when you know they go for engagement, as like you say, I go engage you. Before ever that stage where they reach for make you go engage you or kneel down for say I want married you. Both ways. You not get for understand you yourself very, very well. You not get for member for say we compatible sexually, compatible socially for come out as MYK say, we able to eat the same food them. You know, go say, hey, I dey eat okra soup, you dey eat granite soup, and not like you granite soup, or you cannot like you okra soup. Yeah, we're not gonna like certain them, but we're able to accommodate each other. You get for able to accommodate me snore while they snore, now babe. While they don't for sleep, and they snore and bring the old stand up. If you never accommodate it, not the way you don't go married me, you dey cancel me for saying, and now you they snore too much. You get for accommodate me, and pity where they smell for me every single day. Just tell me, say, baby, go rub the dog and for go smell am. Oh, I know I smell the armpit. Not the way you don't married me, you dey begin tell people and for say me armpit they smell. You get to accommodate me, but quit talk one. Not the way you don't married me, they begin talk for say this neighbor but quit talk for after we don't engage me. Mm-mm. You get to know me, be me paddy, know me fault, know me good side. Before ever you can propose for married me. Not so after you don't propose to me, we don't there for 1 year, you don't agree for married me. And it's only they begin for tell people and I sweet but me. whether than they not good. Because the ones you are seeing out we fumble them as well when at the friend. All man defend points with the stop points them in a relationship. Be it a social media, be it as a family, them especially in social media. Now then you go see relationship them pass the way they go engage you for 10 years. Then all of a sudden they bring you business. You want no business on Facebook or Instagram. You want no business and can't go salon gossip. You want no business, you can do the all the talk about something where be the inside you host. By the time you gonna know how the man in things small, by the time you gonna know how the woman not sabi cook, by the time you gonna know how the woman they blow in nose, how he they sneeze, how he they cough, how he not they look after him skin, how he they this. You get for know me before you ask me for married me. And when you ask me for married me, now because you really mean I'm for married me. And we get for stop the trend for say
All
I
right.
married this woman so because of for comfortability. Now me and my sister, we get for remember why you they marry this person here so. And also because you feel for be comfortable, me say you dey go marry this person here. Married me because you want me. Married me or ask for me and me married because and not ask for me and me married you will take me 10 years before you dey really married me. Tap to me
All
engagement,
right. Okay.
not to married. Now me
Okay.
and
As
this
we
today
dey
be this
can
one.
round up, we all get we own personal, whether it's suggestion or personal take or thoughts about this topic. So right now, I want to make people understand wetin are your own thoughts, wetin are your own thoughts. How long is too long after an engagement proposal? How long is too long, Mike, and why?
Well, like I say, I'll tell you, say, I mentioned this earlier in the intro of we program. Say, for me, 1 year, 1 year, 6 months is enough. For let you engage somebody, then let una get married. Provided if nothing no day, no reason no day. If circumstances there, like the person sick, like when they school, when I get a project when I they embark on one or two agree on, then that's fine. But when you are engaged, there are red signs you get to look for. Where people know say this is not working, this is not moving. I don't know if you can give me time, make I could just go through the red signs and they ask me closing statement. Is
Okay.
that okay, Rachel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go.
All right. One of one of the things the way people for understand is why if another spend quality time together again, then I one red flag for tell you say this your marriage or your engagement is in trouble. The other thing back up people are not can pay attention is you guys don't fight anymore. You know, like we man them sometimes with a sucking a lot. Like we don't take a lot, we don't take a lot, we don't take a lot, we don't talk again. Anything
Mm.
what woman do now, this another make plan out again. I just the plan I'm head now. What's my next strategy? How for come inside this marriage here?
Me.
So when another fight anymore, when another argue anymore, say, we talk, you say okay. We do this, you say okay. So if you're there in a relationship, you and the person will not talk anymore because fighting over indifference now something in the way normal in a relationship. But if you guys are not fighting anymore, nothing like that, then that's sign. You guys don't have sex anymore. That's something also you get for look at. Say this is not working. When I'm not able to sit down, forget any uncomfortable conversation. When I want to get into any uncomfortable conversation, it's a sign. Then you find out say your partner not they ever disagree with you again. Like first time, like when your relationship, Sheila go talk something,
Take
then
care,
man
your
say no,
mama.
I not see I'm like a good idea. When I argue about una debate about that, but when she talk, you say okay, yeah, that's fine, I'm okay with it.
Take care, your mama.
That a
Carry
red
on.
sign for tell you say you carry on, it's not working. You tell a man salon I go counseling, like how Sheila say for go to counseling to an independent person.
Mm-hmm.
The person tell you say even though not to go pay money, tell you say me not go counseling. I don't believe in
Yeah.
counseling. Me not Africa man, I don't believe
Yeah.
in counseling. That you say this
Yeah.
person, your marriage is in trouble. This person not they do any chores at home. This person, this person, you partner get a memory like an elephant. Like anything, all the bad thing that way you don't do from where you small, it'll remind you of all the bad thing and these are signs for tell you say this person don't fed up with you. These are times for tell you say this person and what this person they complain you and they complain about all you bad things them what you don't do, what you don't do, what you don't do over the years and the years. You get memory of
You know the
everything.
date, the
Even
date,
you
the time,
live,
year, all thing.
the date and everything, mama. I dey tell you, this will tell you say your marriage or your engagement is in trouble. Then the last thing what I want to mention, yeah, where in your way happen, na for try pack you bundle, let you come out of the house. Where the woman don't begin disrespect you publicly, or the man don't begin disrespect you publicly. That is something you cannot take. That is in one of the greatest. Now the gift of respect, affirmation, now the gift of what recognition. If you there in a relationship, that person not a give that gift they you them to you party them, they can publicly disgrace you. You don't have a space in that person's heart. This is my own views, like I said, from a man perspective. And I hope say people go look into them and use them. Like I say, it's different from every cultural setting. People then they go tell you say there is no ideal time for engagement because of the circumstances where they find themselves into. But if you don't get any problem, nothing no day, when you not get money wahala, you don't get legal issue, you not sick, everything normal in the relationship. 1 year, 6 months is enough for long to get married.
Okay, well said, Mike. Very well said. Sheila, what you everyone say? How long is too long? We are coming to the topic now. Where people they need for know how long is too long. What thing that you take and why?
I dey stress am back say before you make up your mind say you dey engage me, that because you don't study me, you don't know say me na the woman wey you want, wey we all two go sit down, we all two go raise pikin dem well. You the kind life wey you want, you feel say with this woman dey help me, I go able get her. So when you don't get to that point for engage me, for me, enough for be long. 1 year sef for me e long.
Too long.
Cause anything can
So
happen.
that's
And
okay.
then one thing wey make us say yeah, one thing wey make us say I give even the 1 year. Now for me self back for cover myself for the watch this man, even though I don't watch him. Last minute some Monday we sabi for cover himself, he sabi for when they say you see so clepet you call am push, he sabi hide himself. But that time if you say I don't engage this woman na me
Yeah,
yo.
I ain't gonna buy a bullet.
La- last minute you go begin see
Like you.
till dem dey comot. How you see you begin see dem till dem dey comot? We people say rain no dey for door wey cloud no gather. As you see am so, no make say e don come beg me or la give am chance this time for tomorrow. Tomorrow you the worst pass yesterday yo. Because when you wey be don take an hand, e dey gree say, and we when dem don begin engage, we can't sit down at the house, we don can begin cook, we don begin clean, we don begin brook
That's
wey
what
dey brook
madam
from mommy
already.
and daddy wey
Okay.
born we no brook from mommy and daddy wey born we, now they can brook for that boyfriend wey sometimes dey tell me about me wawa face na complacent that man don begin complacent too. Sometimes e no dey bring the marriage talk sef come to you again. When you ask her, now they tell me, say, Mike come in and phone quick, low talk. As in now they play,
Yeah.
he say, la go na house. It dey balance the talk. So that topic they know they come on. How you see the red flag then they come out full. They go gather yourself, know yourself, know what you want, evaluate your life. Not jump go. The other thing they bring with problem. As we end one relationship, we need give ourselves time for heal and waiting. We go
You
put
can
lead
jump to the
inside
one.
other one.
Yes.
Exactly. Jump into
Yes.
another one.
Then
Right.
We no
another
Right.
heal,
one.
we no
Right.
know the miss
Yes.
because marriage or
Right.
engagement, elect the
Right.
woman. Now him do 95% or the man do 95%. 5% the other person it contributes to this thing
Yes.
for prayer.
Yes.
So go look yourself, say, wetin na me how I contribute
Yes.
to this thing and make that thing dey right. Wait to my as I say, I give myself 2 years because I was young, I've made a mistake. I've been watching one man when a DJ, where everybody sabi na salon, who come out, they say, Lord, I'm massing, I see like man this. Everybody sabi and at the radio, where talk, the next person, I see kind of radio. I get that orange belt now and he watch all man I see kind of radio me party they all call me Sheila so DJ dey na radio I don't know say na trouble I go look say wetin I dey want at that age at 19 20 not what I want now as a 36-year-old woman. I want different thing now from a man because I don't evaluate myself. I don't know myself. I don't know who side I make wrong, and then I try for make and right. So I go back to the topic for me. Say, for me, 1 year assess long. If you know say that me want sit down with. If you not sick, I not sick. If I not there England, you there America, or they salon, we not there apart. We're together. For me, eh, um, 1 year self too long.
So what's are you precise time? What's are you
Okay,
precise
let's say
time?
1 year. We don't engage for begin put money together, begin for plan. Would they begin not only the married would they begin talk about at that time we don't begin talk about almost speaking we want, how we they space them, how we money they go. Because another thing where they pull but cool thing that this America will not talk about. Nine are finances. But cool relationship they married the way they pull na this place, na finances. It affected my own home. Na finances. We get for begin know how waiting for put. Who's one they go na this one account. Who's one
I
they
agree.
go to me for let me do
I
my own
agree. I totally
business.
agree.
For let you do your own
Mm-hmm.
business. Who's one they go towards the bill. Till me self grow out of that picking life. And I as I wait, people then talk to me and say, yes, it has to be. In a marriage, there's always a spender and one way they save. If you know say now you not the spender, and
Right.
look to the other person and listen. You not therefore agree with all things, but listen and put your own 2 cents there. So within that same day on, una don't work on this thing, work on our finances because this country will not pay bill no more, especially us now kicking and kicking and so. So
Yes.
una get for deal with all of that. So for me, 1 year.
Okay. All right. Francis, what are you take quickly? How long is too long after an engagement proposal?
I totally disagree with Myk because me, man, they can't engage me for for 1.5 years and married me. Because that
One
the
year, six
problem then
months.
they
Might say
can.
1 year, 6 months.
Now they tell you so 1.5 years. You know they can engage me for 1.5 years, married me. Because during that time they
I
were
could
in
back 1 year,
engaged,
6 months too long. Oh,
it's too long for me. It's too long for me. I wouldn't lie to you. We already then date. Maybe we don't date for 5 years. We
that's
don't date for
another thing.
two
Oh, then
years
I can't get my engagement for seven
before we
years.
engage.
Yeah.
Because they can't tell me, they can't meet me no more today and tell me, say, I want to engage you tomorrow. No. We don't already date. You already know me. We've dated. We don't touch. Maybe we don't date for 2 years. Then you can engage me again for another 1 year, 6 months. Hell no. You get for where we date together, during the time where we date together, that's the time you get for know me. So by the time that when you ask me, babe, can you marry me? In my
But
own opinion, oh, you they actually tell me for say, baby, what we see financially, make we put things together for marriage. So it's about me and you two now go sit down and ask me for say, which kind marriage we want? A big marriage or a small marriage? The one that we can sit down for say they want baba married, now they go there 1 year, 6 months to spend money.
six
For who is the one who was? Me, we want to take my
for
man
prove
to
a
one go
point.
get history. We don't even for wait 1 year, 6 months. That's kind of when they go get history, we go married. That is what we can't sit down. That money we go spend for marriage, we go take out for deal.
Una can do the big one later, sir.
Yeah, we go take out for buy property, my sister. Because when you come back from the life and me married, and then we just sit down back, you go tell me what to marry. That money we go spend for married, we take out for that another topic for another day. We take out for go buy property for sit down inside we go. For men we picking them. So me, 1 year, 6 months, the highest margin man from when you engage me from for married me 6 months. The day when you tell me, say, baby, can you marry me? I actually go to go register, you go put the date. Because the kind of way I they wait, that the kind of them go ginger for say you know big, you are big, begin listen to what the other people then say. But that one of become inside your relationship till you
Well,
end your
well,
relationship.
well,
Then go say
well,
you the
Francis, if
mm-hmm.
that's the case, you don't even need for wait 6 months. Because the
Exactly.
reason why I give a max out of 1 year, 6 months is if that's it depends on the type of marriage where you want. Because
Exactly.
if you dey plan a wedding, ideally people they want event planners them.
I'm
Okay,
one
why
of
you
them.
say the
It means a
ideal
lot of
amount
things.
for plan a good wedding now yeah, now like 1 year to 1 year 6 months. So
Absolutely.
the 1 year 6 months told me give like I give 6 months max out. The 1 year 6 months told me give is enough if this woman wants you. For now, plan a wedding. Not to let the man study you already. If the man take a decision, say it marriage, it don't engage you, it wants you already. Not to
Okay.
that 1 year 6 months now for plan wedding.
Okay. So you
But
see
it
me,
don't pass 1 year 6 months when I not plan nothing.
me, I don't need for plan no wedding in my own situation. I know for say a lot of women and
Well,
they like
Francis,
me.
now you
Yes, in my
okay.
own
I think
situation,
saying that
I
Francis,
don't
you
need
don't
to
take
plan
flower
anything.
day.
Yes. So in my own situation,
Mike.
I just want a quiet wedding. Just let me husband we go register, go married and come out day. I know party, yeah, we don't get all on the between of my life. If we are we wedding anniversary, we can go do party afterwards. I don't need no 1 year 6 months for marriage me. When you engage me, the longest time when we go think for say for an engagement. Now for many couple them, we're not supposed to put a time frame in it. I don't believe in putting a time frame. It's about how the couple then go actually come together and decide which sort of wedding they want. If they get the financial thing for bless them married, then get married even the next week. For me, as the father way they say,
Right,
when they don't stay alone.
Right.
When you go to engage you today,
right,
married tomorrow. I don't believe in long
right,
engagement. I don't believe in it.
Right.
As
right.
reason being, the longest you
uh,
stay apart, the more problem then come.
okay, we need to wrap up now. Thank you so much, Francis. Thank you to Sheila. Thank you to Mike. The conversation, we can go on and on and on. But honestly, when I make this program much better than I was even thinking, because when I come up with really, really important points, then, when we women they pay attention to. So I think it's like an eye opener. This topic does create an eye opener for everybody, be you man or woman, for look at the pros and cons of proposal and engagement after proposal, waiting at the plans and all of that. We don't see waiting at the red lights there. Mike don't give you point. Everybody, Sheila, Francis, of course, all man don't give salient points them. Where sometimes some of these things that even me I don't even think about those things. And they all came up. That's why I said it's an eye opener. You don't open with all the eye. Even we're not going to go there again. But at least it don't create an eye opener for a lot of people who want to go into those venture in a relationship. So these are some red lights they want to need for no, some things they want to need for work on, counseling, compatibility, abuse. When I go for look at all them things and there, when I go for look at health wise, so many things that come up. I really enjoy this program, and I want to say thank you to me viewers them, Edith, Amnata, Adama, Asma, when Francis when I took the battle force here and there. I thank una all, even the one I want to mention. I really appreciate una comments them. Somebody comments say Michael they talk fine fine. So I hope say that's when he said they respond. Oh,
I know, right?
I saw that.
I saw that and I was like,
I
okay, Mike,
saw.
okay,
Say
Mike.
Mike sabi talk. I hope say that's when they do. Oh.
Yes, Pando. You have to ask the girlfriend. I'm going to ask them.
I saw that. So
I did try. I did try.
So I want to tell una thank you, una comments and una voice. They're very, very important at this program. And I believe so we all don't take all of this into consideration. We know what's out there, we know what to for look out for. And the other thing again, I think so we need for come up with this topic. How long una for day? How long una for cuts before even married? Because some people have been in boyfriend and girlfriend for even 5, 7 years, when they boyfriend and girlfriend. So I think so that's another thing again we
That's
need to
another
talk
one way to
about.
talk
How
about,
long,
yeah.
yes, how long una need for day as boyfriend and girlfriend, or how long una for cut then courtship before married? Because some man they cut stay, no they watch am for slow, they watch for stay. So I think so that's another thing we need to talk about. Thank you, Sheila. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, of
You're
course, my
welcome.
co-host Frances. I'm always grateful. Thank you, Mike, for your time. Thank you, Sheila. Oh, I was blown away by your comments, by your thoughts. I'm telling you. So I want to appreciate everybody. And next week we will come up again with one very controversial topic. As always, we can do on this
As
program.
always, we come
It's
with
an
them.
eye, yeah, with the open eye, with the open all my eye for
Okay.
see waiting the happen. Now we on personal life. away from politics, away from all the alala. Then we take a moment and think about real self, think about full family, think about what we go through, think about some of the mistakes that we don't do. So that's why we created this program for Open Reunited. Okay, now so I go left for now. Thank you very much. Till next week, keep telling it to Rachel.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
My name is Gila Kebi Schultz, founder and chair of the Sierra Leone Association of Artists and Musicians.
I'm joining SLAM to send a message.
Letting you know that coronavirus is real.
It's real.
Wherever you're watching this video from,
keep raising the awareness towards the
COVID-19 virus.
The
COVID-19 virus is real.
real.
It is deadly.
They don't kill over
They don't
80
kill thousands of people.
black and ethnic minorities.
And it's moving fast like a wildfire.
Impossible. They don't reach me, Nassan.
The virus that causes COVID-19 is transmitted
through droplets by coughing,
sneeze, or exhales
by an infected person.
Around 7
in the new
Boom, boom, boom.
Now, they carry this problem to the next man.
so for that reason,
My brother and my sister, my papa and my mama.
Ready?
Listen. Always. We are make we listen to waiting WHO they tell we.
what the medical doctor
Says
says.
to the Ministry of Health and Sanitation.
If you're experiencing
Fever, cough,
And at the same time, you get difficult breathing. For checkup.
all 117.
They will come to you.
The COVID-19 virus.
In the key,
Now be careful.
Corona, you know the worker. I'm not a man, the worker.
whether you're not your boy or young girl or big man, big woman, it attacks everybody.
It is important.
We could practice.
6 feet social distance.
Far away.
All of the person touch you, let me try to maintain the preventive measures. Wash your hands regularly.
With soap and water.
Before eating food, before touching your
Eyes, nose, or mouth.
and also wash your hands after using the bathroom.
For 20 seconds.
Wash your hands. Oh, wash your hands. Wash your hands to avoid virus.
Or using alcohol and face rub.
Hand sanitizer.
Sanitize.
It is very important for us to listen.
Follow the rules. Do your basic hygiene. If you save yourself, you're saving someone.
Fight its spread.
Coronavirus here.
Make carelessness, you hold 6 feet down. The family need you.
Mask up.
If you go na treat, you try for use una mask.
Just like so.
In public places.
Put on like this.
Not to for put on like head, not to for put on down, not for put on so that you cover your nose and your mouth.
Pull out from the back. Don't use fashion.
Very, very important.
Protect yourself and others.
For letting us get this pandemic.
We have into the world. Make sure see.
No sneeze that we answer.
Not just cough open one. Cough, sneeze, for tissue, and fend the speed and drop at it.
Always.
For your nose and mouth.
When you want for cough, when we put our soap
In the inside.
Elbow like a soap.
Cover your mouth. Cover your mouth. Your mouth.
You do that.
These are regulations that are going all over.
Everybody is a suspect. Very much active.
Sierra Leone is not an exception.
We say we this one in America, we'll go say get all kind of a medical facility for well body business and still not able for container.
Not saying our government or any kind of making money thing.
know that corona
COVID-19
Virus is real.
Wash your hands consistently.
In entertainers, we left for play music, we left for enjoy. But this time,
A very, very solemn.
I advise everybody as an entertainer.
Let we forget about public gathering right now. Let we balance them for now.
that boku waka waka make we left am.
Land for Sidona. Us.
No party, no gladi.
We see in international news and they get on our local news.
Nobody no lie to you.
The COVID-19 virus kills.
Corona is real.
We dey call on all Sierra Leoneans.
I would like to encourage each and every one of us.
Let we not tire. Let we continue this fight.
Eat very well, eat more fruit and be strong.
This is a life and death situation.
You have your life to protect.
Family need you and handle life with great care.
We are asking that you continue to maintain your social distance.
It's a challenging time in our community. Keep praying for the nations of the world.
Don't forget to keep the essential workers in your prayers because they're in the front line protecting the masses from catching the virus.
Whilst we are praying, we take the precaution.
Sam said,
Stay home, stay safe.
This too shall pass.
Even the darkest of the night gives way to sunrise.
Together, we will defeat COVID-19.
And we go come back to a normal life.
And the word that too.
But let's keep the candle burning. And I want to see you again after all of this.
And then we go on.
Together we're going to celebrate.
Stay safe.
Please be safe.